All right, Johni, thanks for joining us on the show. And quite a turnaround week for the Auburn Tigers last week. After the loss to Georgia on the road, you come back with a win over number 13 Arkansas in the Jungle, and then on the road for a big win at Ole Miss. What seemed to make the difference, do you think?
We just buying in to each other. Yeah, on the same page. The loss at Georgia was a little disappointing to everybody. And you can tell the energy at practice that week leading into Arkansas and following to Ole Miss was just different. Everybody was more locked in, communicating a lot better, getting to their spots, was executing it a lot better. So I think everybody's energy and effort just increased.
Did y'all have a meeting of the minds before Arkansas at practice or what?
A little bit. The players kind of got together and just kind of like, we got to fix some things, 'cause we can't let it happen again. Especially the way we played, we didn't play our best at all. So just things like that.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your game a little bit. You're in a little double streak here, even at Georgia. 9 for 17, 12 rebounds and 22 points. And then Arkansas, 5 for 12, 10 points and 10 rebounds. And Ole Miss, 8 for 13, 11 rebounds and 19 points. So things are going pretty well right now.
There is, like I said, double doubles, help your team win. You get double doubles, as a big, that means you're rebounding the basketball. It means you're scoring, so that means you're producing on both ends of the court. So that's what I try to do each and every night. I'm not going into the game looking to, stat pad, get double doubles, but throughout the game, making plays for my teammates and the stats, you will see that I'll be getting double doubles.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your confidence level a little bit. You're coming from Morehead State into the SEC, and maybe a lot of people thought it's going to take Johni a little bit to settle into this league and get used to it. But you seem to have jumped right in there. You seem comfortable. You seem confident.
For sure. Confidence is something that, you gain when you're a little child, you're a baby. Just growing up playing Little League, AAU. I feel like that's where the confidence comes in at, the amount of work you put in. So as this year coming on, I didn't think it'll take me, like it'll be a jump, it'll be a much difference, we're all in college, competition a little bit better. But, I've always had that swagger and confidence with myself in my game because I just trust the work I put in. So just each and every night, just having that confidence that I'm the best player on the court, having that mindset allows me to dominate.
Well, you seem to be the best player on the court most of the last few nights. But tell me a little bit more about that. Where did that come from? Is that just from hard work that you get that swag, or somebody that you played with, or maybe somebody that you looked up to?
Just me growing up, how I was raised, this hard work, it goes a long way. So, like I said, just applying the time and dedication. So on game day, there isn't any hesitation about your next movement.
Mm-hmm. I think the other thing that people appreciate about your game is your versatility. You do so many things well. As we mentioned, rebounding the basketball, scoring the basketball. You can score with your back to the basket. You can block shots. You've even taken it out to the 3-point line a little bit more, I think, this year. Tell us a little bit about that and where that comes from and what you're working on this year.
That just comes with, just adapting to the game, playing with instincts. The 3-ball, me coming to Auburn, that's something that me and Coach Bruce Pearl talked about a lot. He wanted to expand my game in multiple ways. You see I'm catching the ball at 3-point line a little bit more. I've shot it a couple times. I'm getting face cuts from the 3-point line. I'm being used at different parts of the court, not just back to the basket at my old school. So that's something that we talked about. So I'll probably say, me coming to Auburn was more to work on my versatility. I'm getting up a lot of shots after practice, before practice, with our GAs and managers and stuff. So that's the expansion of my game for on the offensive end.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit more about coming to Auburn and Coach Pearl and what attracted you to Auburn and him and the assistants and the coaching staff.
For one, his resume. His resume is long and it's depth and it's a lot of good things on the resume. As you can see, his forwards in the last I think 5 or 6 years. Chumu, JT, Walker, Jabari, probably missing Isaac. They all play the 3, 4, 5. So his ability to translate their games and get them to the next level consecutive years. Something I want to be a part of, especially the year he just came off of with Jabari and Walker. They're two unbelievable players, and they're doing really good things right now. But just watching them last year and just seeing how he was able to put them in spots to make plays, and Walker was the leading shot blocker in the country. I think I was like third or fourth, but just watching him and how they relied on him so much on the defensive end, I feel like I can fit that role.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Walker, and I think you were the defensive player of the year in the OVC, right?
Yes, sir.
And he was the defensive player of the year in the SEC. Did that motivate you to come to Auburn, or was that kind of a little bit make it a little bit scary?
No, like I just said, it just is seeing how, he was able to make an impact on Auburn on the defensive end. I feel as though, my decision to come to Auburn, I feel like I can do some of the same things, with blocking shots and defending as well.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about blocking shots. You seem to have that, I don't know what the word is, but really nice timing on that. Where did that come from? Is that just something naturally athletic? You're gifted in that respect?
I'll probably say so a little bit, but another thing is, it's just about your basketball IQ. It's a lot. Blocking shots is a lot difficult than it may seem like. You gotta like kind of anticipate where the ball's going at, if he's gonna shoot a floater, if he's gonna put off the backboard. You gotta try to jump second. It's all about the second jump. Here at Auburn, they teach to be the second off the floor. That's just because you don't want to jump first and they pump fake and you're in the air still. So it's kind of a lot of timing to that aspect of it, but most of it is just making the play on the ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we talked about, 2 in a row, one against Arkansas, one on the road against Ole Miss, and you get home to the Jungle Saturday night against Mississippi State. I know you're going to be happy to get back home. Tell me a little bit about your experience this year playing in the Jungle and in front of those fans and what it's like.
It's amazing. Every time I run out of the tunnel, get ready for the game, it feels brand new. It feels the same. It feels a little different every time. You get the chill bumps, right before tip off. Jungle's rocking, everybody's cheering, it's a good atmosphere to be in. I feel like the Jungle is one of the best atmospheres in college basketball, especially when you're winning. We've got a 26, 27 game win streak here at the Jungle. I've only been here for 1 year, but just being able to keep it going, and defend home court, that's what the fans love the most. When you come to the Jungle, you're expecting a good game, and we want to support our fans because they come out to support us. So just trying to keep it going, and it's fun.
It is. Wendell seems to be upping his game in the last couple of games also, and you guys seem to be connecting a little bit. Is that something you felt in the last couple of games, Arkansas and Ole Miss?
For sure. Wendell's special. Obviously a big and the point guard always has a good connection, but I feel like me and Wendell's connection is really good. We have a lot of conversations about what we see in ball screens on offense and defensive end, on like, oh, you should have been there, you should have been here, or like we should have did this instead differently. This communication. So I feel like these last couple of games, I've been trying to find him. I've been looking for him a little more. He's looking for me a little bit more, and it's been working out.